What's up, guys? Ryan from the MXG channel, back today in the AOMC.MX studio to talk to you guys a little bit about what Kawasaki is going to do with the KX450F. Now, if you remember last spring, we kind of got faked out a little bit. Normally, Kawasaki is on a 3 to 4 year cycle on their new generation bikes. So we thought for sure last summer we were getting a new KX450F. We saw some spy photos with a few changes here and there. Turns out that didn't happen, be it because of COVID, supply chain issues, macro economy issues, or whatever, or just maybe that the KX450F was so darn good, according to everybody. The 19 generation, we did not see an update last summer, so we can be pretty sure that Kawasaki is not going to push this generation KX450F any further. We are going to get a new bike this summer. Now, normally you start seeing spy photos from the Japanese nationals, normally around April or May. But we actually had some Instagram posts and some Instagram stories drop. It's been about a week ago now, and somebody asked me why I hadn't made a video on this, and I said, well, I hadn't seen anything drop, and they said, yeah, it's up. Did a search, and I found this one article from Dirt Bike Magazine that shows the photos and everything, and I didn't really see much else. There wasn't much going on in any of the forums or Facebook groups talking about this bike. So I figure if I missed it, probably a lot of you guys missed it as well. So I figured let's take a look, and I'll show you the pictures, and maybe we can spot some differences. If nothing else, you'll get to see the new plastic design. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so here we are, dirtbikemagazine.com. New Kawasaki KX450F photos and video. Is this the 2024 model? So, is it weird to you guys that the thing in this photo that gets me the most excited is that van and not the bike itself? Is that just me getting old, or is there anybody else? So I'm going to try to bring this photo, see if we can make it any larger. Alright guys, these photos were taken off some Instagram account, Instagram story. The first most obvious thing you'll notice is the plastics are different. Man, I don't know what to think here. Like, I thought the Cowie plastics were plain Jane for the 19 model. These are even more so plain Jane, which is not a bad thing. It's just the first thing I noticed. It's got this sharper point on the end, kind of resembles the last generation of Hondas, or not anything quite as crazy as the KTM, but we've kind of seen this shape play out a few times. One little air hole in the middle here. I like the way the number plate and rear fender looks, but this kind of gives you an idea of what we can expect. It looks like the seat still, mounts up the standard way, slides forward, bolt holes right here in the back. Tank looks pretty low profile and sleek. I like that, but no way to know if this is the production tank. I'm sure this bike's got a lot of stuff on it that's not going to be production, I'm sorry. The subframe mounting setup looks different. You can see the frame looks a little different. It's really hard to see much because of all the mud on this machine, and then there could be a multitude of parts on this machine that wouldn't come on the production model anyway, but this is the best view that we have so far. So here's another shot right here, and from this side, the first thing I notice is what looks like a larger area over here where the left side number plate is. So I can't tell. Is that a split in the airbox right there? Could we end up getting side air filter access like we have in the KTM? It's just really kind of impossible to tell. You can tell this is not the 19 to 23 generation, but you just can't tell that much about it. They say, compared to the 2023 model, it looks like the bike Feber is testing as a new style, a new chassis with different subframe mounting points that we touched on. In these images, it's hard to see any engine changes, but the Pro Circuit exhaust looks to be slightly different. This could also be a race team spec made by Pro Circuit. Stay tuned for more. You can see here in this photo, they're swapping out to a different front wheel because that's the only part that's clean. But You know, these just the first photos we're seeing of the KX450F. You'll know what it looks like now. Hopefully, we get a lot of updates to this bike. And here's the third photo down here in the bottom, and you can kind of see a little bit more around the engine and stuff, but it's just too grainy, too zoomed in to see much. That definitely seems to be like a split airbox and number plate to me, which would be really cool. Cowie has taken the lead from, taken some ideas from KTM over the last few years, like the single spring Belleville washer clutch spring and the hydraulic clutch and stuff like that. And I think it's made the Cowie better because of it. So, yeah, we're going to see more photos of this pop up, if not in March, definitely in April. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to keep you guys updated on all of that stuff. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.